At the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Arizona Cardinals. And they will wrangle them down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And here's Mendoza throwing to start the drive. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And their coach told us the other day that they wanted to get him in a nice groove right out of the gate. And one way to do that, give him quick throws where he can get the ball out of his hand in a hurry, as he did there.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Mendoza. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Back to throw now on 1st down. They'll get this out to Genty. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now Mendoza off the play fake. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
2nd and 11. That's to Bash over the middle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
A 33-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Looking to put a drive together.
At their own 24-yard line.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ballgame. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now the veteran workhorse. Here's James Conner. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
He's across midfield.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Conner going to get it again on 2nd down. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Brissett. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie us at 3-3.
All right, let's give the kicker some credit here because he didn't let the inaccurate snap phase him whatsoever. Trusted his holder to get the ball down in time, stuck to his routine, and somehow found a way to put the ball through the uprights.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Throw right side looked in here by Besh. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
A gain of 9.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Play fake. Brissett. Looking left side him, he's got a man. That's Brown. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for him and counter. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. Right back to Connor here on 1st. And some room to work. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. To throw is Brissett. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
(3-3), a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Throwing, Brissett. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Now he's going to step up and run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jacoby Brissett taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. Oh, able to avoid him. And able to get this out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Short throw caught by Bowers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Mendoza. Throw out wide is incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Mendoza. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the booths right now? The scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
Right back to Genty on 1st down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Mendoza. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he'll get nothing out of that one. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Open man is Naylor. He's got it. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
A 54-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that'll bring them back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The drive will start with Connor. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Play action now, Brissett. That's complete to McBride. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, and make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
12 yards to go.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They'll throw again. Brissett. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Give that sack to Nakobe Dean.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Blake
Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Back deep for the Raiders is Trey Tucker. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And he stopped immediately there. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Once again, it's Genty. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 12. Looking to throw. Mendoza. And that will be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Off the play fake, here's Brissett. Delivers on the crosser to McBride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Well, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And a nice job there skipping away from the 1 tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. 2nd down.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, You can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37.
16 yards.
A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch. Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. His throw incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Into the air once more, it's Brissett. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
And that is no good. And this will stay a 4-point game. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cards are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Intercepted. The Cardinals take over first
On play
down.
action, Brissett. That's complete to Michael Wilson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Able to get this one to McBride. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Brissett now. Under pressure, they got him again. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Brissett. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal. Down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. To throw, Brissett. Throw left side, complete. That's counter. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it's second and goal.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Now Brissett. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Brissett sets to throw it. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
7 yards. It's 4th and goal.
So on 4th down, out comes Chad Ryland for the Arizona field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 43-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I think the message was too drastic, I think, in the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Here's Brissett. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
3rd and 3. Brissett. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And on 4th down, honors the punt team, sending this one away. Taken in at the 22. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Mendoza. Looking deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for Vegas. 46 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Second and 9 now. Over the middle, hooks up with the tight end, Bowers. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Mendoza. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Gay's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So it's a third field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
No, they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the post.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. They run over center with Benson. Shifts past him at the 45. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Connor up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
Connor going to get it again on second down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll go with the keeper. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
The focus after that run isn't how many yards they gained. It's that they gained a first down, and they've been running it well all game long.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A give up the middle with Benson. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, right back to Benson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And that one going to come up short, low throw.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big 3rd down.
To throw is Brissett. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this one is right through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or forced a punt. In this case, it's been threes.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Mendoza now. Off play action. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Mendoza. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Genty. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They'll go again with Genty. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
On first down, it's Genty. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs.
Man coverage on the left side, and then the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Mendoza from the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone.
16.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have the chance to attack the end zone.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They go play action with Brissett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
39-yard line.
Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense. As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Here's Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Pressure comes as he gets this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He'll drop this underneath for Genty. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw. Mendoza. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Naylor. He's got it. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 45-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Trey Tucker, 49 yards. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, fourth quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem fazed one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Throwing. Brissett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Well, this offense hasn't been at their best here. They've made some mistakes. They've been frustrated. They've been largely shut down. But then you look up and say, wait a second, this is a one-score game. So they're still very much in this, and they're on the move here with a first down.
Again, it's Brissett. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 57 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. He'll look to throw. That ball caught by Harrison. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cardinals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Raiders 19.
So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
This offense so far on third down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Cardinals, first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Play fake. Brissett. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The back foot throw there is incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is fielded at the 27. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. They'll get this out to Genty.
Mendoza's pass. Complete to number 2, Ashton Genty. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And incomplete on the deep ball. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots because they're definitely lower percentage plays. And now you look up, and it's 4th down. So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Incomplete. Result of the play is a turnover on down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That is intercepted.
Intercepted by
And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That one complete to Naylor. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Gain of 4.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
2nd and 6 coming up. Back to throw. And he's got his finger turning it yet again. It's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll look to throw. That one too wide and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Walter Nolan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The pass rush pressure is really starting to increase on the quarterback now. They bring him down for a sack and a big loss and back him up further as he tries to lead a scoring drive in a one-possession game here late.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
And this offense needs a touchdown. A field goal won't get it done in this situation. But after giving up back-to-back sacks, things are looking a little bit bleak.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He has Mayer complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down.
It's a turnover on downs.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll.
We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome is in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.